Hi, Caro here. I spoke to you recently about the 4 steps of boundary setting. Now, they're powerful and they work for most situations and most people. Setting boundaries is about informing another regarding a behavior that you find disrespectful for you. It may be the tone of their voice when they speak to you is unnecessarily harsh or demeaning, or the words they're choosing to use you don't like. It could be consistent behaviour such as lateness, speaking over the top of you, not listening, or they may be invading your personal space. Now, what I've learned over the years is that there are a small percentage of people who choose to ignore your attempts to set boundaries. And this is what I want to address here in a slightly longer video, because these behaviours can cut at us very deeply and impact our enjoyment in our roles and in our lives if this is also happening in your personal world. Firstly, it's absolutely worth attempting to set boundaries, because even if it doesn't work, their response gives you important information for how you proceed forward. Remember, boundary setting does work 9 out of 10 times. Those who ignore your boundary setting are more likely to verbalize that they're the victim to you, that you're in the wrong for asking them to modify their behavior towards you. They're likely to complain to another about you and what you said. Now, I'm sure if you're on the receiving end of this sort of behavior, it will leave you absolutely incredulous, as if you're in some sort of like upside down universe. It is them. It's not you. They may even gaslight you and suggest you're imagining things or you're being too sensitive. Or they become angry and double down on their poor behavior towards you. Yeah, it can become like a rock in a hard place. You've taken the responsible step of aiming to set a boundary and you've been ignored. And to make this worse, their behavior sadly may have escalated. So what do you do? As yes, this does sound like a lose-lose situation for you. It's not ideal when someone ignores your boundaries at all. It does create more angst for you. It can make you feel powerless, and there is still something that you can do. So I've spoken before about not engaging, about tapping out emotionally. No longer allowing yourself to be emotionally triggered. So, how do you achieve this? Firstly, it's about accepting their behavior is not going to change. They're super glued to it. They feel justified in their actions. They simply do not care about your boundaries. They're focused on themselves and how they unilaterally view the world. And they're bound to have someone who validates them, which doesn't make their viewpoint right. So this is jarring, yes, and acceptance of this will take the sting away from it for you. It's about wanting the other person to change that can cause us the most angst. So moving forward, make choices to avoid contact with them where you can in a way that's not detrimental to your position. Choose not to engage further than polite exchanges, keeping your interaction focused on the work. And to help you manage it internally, understand that these people are a small percentage that will not see reason, that will not respect boundaries. They feel entitled to continue to behave as they are, and they see no wrong in it. So what you can do is tap out emotionally to not give their poor behavior oxygen. And if this other person is breaking any company codes of conduct, if they're bullying, harassing, or assaulting you, please report it to the HR department immediately. Then choose to spend your time with people who do respect you, who do value you, who do show kindness to you. Now, this is not an easy situation. It doesn't have a fairy godmother type of happy ending. It will likely take more than one go to disengage yourself emotionally. And it is doable. You will prevail. Chat soon.